The Nigerian Senate has strongly condemned the practice of governors dissolving elected local government administrations in their states. Hi, welcome to what's happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Minister of State for Health, Dr. Tunji Alosa, announced that Nigeria has made significant progress in the response to HIV/AIDS and is on track to end the disease by 2030. He made his statement during a media conference to mark the 2023 World AIDS Day. The theme for the 2023 commemoration is Let Communities Lead. Dr. Alausa also unveiled national HIV/AIDS, viral hepatitis and sexually transmitted infections policy documents aimed at strengthening the existing framework for action to reduce the spread of these diseases and manage their impact. At number 2, the Nigerian senators strongly condemned the practice of governors dissolving elected local government administrations in their states. The Senate noted that despite constitutional provisions guarding against governors' interference in local government affairs, they often act with impunity. The condemnation followed a motion presented by Senator Abba Moro, who expressed concern over the dissolution of democratically elected councils in Benue State. Senators highlighted that 16 states run the local government areas with sole administrators or caretaker committees, which is inconsistent with the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria. At number 3, the federal government has announced that a new minimum wage regime will come into effect on April 1st, 2024. The current 30,000 naira minimum wage is set to expire at the end of March 2024. The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Idris Mohammed, stated that a committee is being constituted and discussions with Labour are ongoing. He mentioned that a new wage will be implemented by April, replacing the current regime. The government aims to establish a proper salary structure for workers across the country. At number 4, the House of Representatives Committee on Federal Roads Maintenance has expressed concern over the deplorable state of roads in Nigeria, causing untold hardship to citizens. The committee's chairman, Aderemi Oseni, stated that despite the efforts of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA, the condition of the nation's road continued to deteriorate. He noted that FERMA is perceived as corrupt and inefficient by the public. The committee aims to address these issues and find solutions to improve road infrastructure and alleviate the challenges faced by Nigerians. At number 5, gunmen reportedly attacked the resident of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, resident electoral commissioner in Lokoja, Kogi State. The attack occurred around 3:30 a.m. with armed men engaging in a gun battle with security personnel for over 30 minutes. While there were no reported casualties, property was damaged during the exchange of gunfire. The incident follows a previous mob attack on the INEC state office. INEC has called for a thorough investigation and increased security protection for its personnel and assets in Kogi State. At number 6, a Nigerian Air Force helicopter on Friday crash-landed and exploded at the NAF base, Port Harcourt. Confirming the crash in a statement, the NAF Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Edward Gapquet, said the NAF Mi-35P had taken off to embark on an operation against oil thieves in Rivers State. He added that 5 persons on board survived with minor injuries. At number 7, the Sarkin Fulani of Kwara State, Alhaji Usman Adamu, along with his brother Gidado Idris, have been sentenced to life imprisonment by a Kwara State High Court in Ilorin. The trio was convicted for conspiracy to kidnap and actual kidnapping. They were accused of kidnapping Abubakar Ahmed and collecting a ransom of 1 million naira before releasing him after 20 days in captivity. The court found them guilty of agreeing to commit the crime, even if they weren't physically present at the scene. The judge lamented that community leaders breached the security of their subjects for the love of money. At number 8, the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAAN, has prohibited the usage of travel sack, popularly known as Ghana Must Go, for travelers using the country's airports. The rule particularly applies to those traveling through the country's international airports. FAAN said the use of Ghana Must Go sack as a means of packaging baggage has caused airlines huge losses and also damaged the conveyor belt system. Ghana Must Go sack is a popular load carriage bag in Nigeria that comes in different sizes and colors. Many Nigerians use it to pack light to heavy luggage, and it's one of the affordable bags on sale. At number 9, Saudi Arabia, Russia and other major oil-producing nations have announced plans to further reduce oil production in 2024 to support prices. The decision came after a virtual meeting of OPEC ministers. Saudi Arabia extended its voluntary oil production cut of 1 million barrels per day until March 2024. Russia increased its oil export cut from 300,000 to 500,000 barrels per day. Other countries including Iraq, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Kazakhstan, Algeria and Oman also agreed to make smaller cuts. Despite the announcement, oil prices dropped, with the market expecting more significant measures. At number 10, Iranian delegates walked out of United Nations UN climate talks in the United Arab Emirates in protest over the presence of Israeli representatives. The Iranian delegation considered Israel's participation as contrary to the goals and guidelines of the conference and left the venue in protest. Iran also blamed Israel and the United States for a resumption of fighting in the Gaza Strip on Friday. The walkout comes amid broader discussions at the climate conference about global efforts to address climate change. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.